This weekend, UFC Bautista versus Oliveira at the Apex tomorrow morning or afternoon, wherever you're from. For me, it's afternoon. I don't know why I said morning. It's going down. Very late predictions coming in. Um, but we're gonna get right into it. And I'm on my old setup now for like tonight and maybe the live stream. I don't know yet. Cause I had a bunch of shit on my camera. I just had to use it. I have to reset everything up. It's a whole thing. But doesn't production doesn't really matter. It's just a fun thing. This is content's all that matters. But we're gonna get right into it. Speaking of content, all that is all that matters. Claudia Sygula versus Cachoeira. You know what? I'm gonna figure out a way to put my phone up and just scroll. That's what we're gonna do. Um, Give this shit. It's because both people suck. I don't know, man. I might heat up my lunch during that time. I have Sygula by decision, probably, but. This is what it is. Two shit women in the bantamweight in the worst women's division. Unranked. I don't think either of them are gonna get ranked soon. If they do, okay. They fucking do. Alright, next fight. I keep it real here on the Jake Show, man. This is actually a good one coming up. Gafurov versus Wiklacz. Um, Wiklacz. Am I pronouncing it right? Polish Jake Show MMA viewers. Um, Had a good debut, in my opinion. Great debut against Patchy Mix. He just not really aging that well since Patchy got cut. You know, it sucks to be him. Um, and so we'll see how this guy comes from KSA, I believe. KFA. Very tired, and I'm not clicking on the thing. Gafurov though, from his native country, Tajikistan. Coming off a loss, but you know he's had some more UFC experience, so we'll see. I think I don't know, man. I think I have high hopes for Jacob, honestly, in the bantamweight division. And when I heard about the news, he was kind of like, "Oh my God, it's so cool." You know, I see him on the regionals. I should write notes for these things. But but I think that he's a great fighter. I don't think Gafarov's a bad fighter either. I think Wiklac's gonna take him to the ground. We're gonna see a decision again from him. Maybe 29-28. Wang Kong, the Joker, versus Eduardo Moura. Wang Kong had a loss and then a good decision win in the last fight. The Joker's the Joker, man. You gotta love the gimmick. I love the gimmick. I think it's really cool. I'm kind of am I cringe? Am I cringe? I mean, it's not the sole reason why I like a fighter, but I think it's funny. It's nice. It's something special. Like with Hokit, I know a lot of people. There's a big debate going on in the MMA space about Hokit, about what he's doing is like a good thing. Is it a little too much? Is it corny? Is it cringe? I think it's cringe, but I like cringe. I think it's cool. It's like good cringe, you know? And he's sometimes funny, man. I like the post conference speech. I thought it was pretty funny. And it's gonna rile up the fans. A lot of people aren't gonna like him, and a lot of people are gonna like him, and they're gonna beef with each other. And we want that. We want the fight, and I think it's cool. But um, Eduardo Moura. I mean, these women have fought their opponents before. If you know what I mean. I don't know how I could phrase that better. I probably could have easily. You know, Wayne Kong's beat someone that Waters beat or lost, vice versa. But I think Wayne Kong's gonna come out on top here. It's kind of 50-50 for me, but I think her striking is really good, and I think she's gonna have an advantage on the feet. Yeah, the Joker, Javid Basharat, Javid. Let me know if I'm saying it right. Versus Johnny Vasquez. Debut for Vasquez, short notice debut. I think 3 days. I think he was notified Thursday or Wednesday. Could be wrong. I think Wednesday or early Thursday. I don't know. I believe he made weight this morning. I'm pretty sure. The fight's still on. Um, Basharat's gonna win this fight. I think it's a guy with a full training camp. It's gonna happen. His opponent pulled out. And that's the way it is. And I don't think Vasquez is gonna get the win. If he does, what a debut for him. I don't really know much about him if I had to be honest. So this is it's kind of hard for me to find a clip of him if it's being real. Because I was like on the bus and I was like Googling it and then I had my class. But yeah, no, it's I think Basharat's gonna win this, but good for Vasquez. He gets on short notice. He takes 10-10. He gets 2 more fights in the UFC. We'll see how he turns out, right? Good for him. You know, he's a real fighter taking that fight on short days' notice like that debut. And that's really cool. So big props to him from the Jake Showman. Yeah, my respect, sir. Bruno Basel versus Kelton Souza. I mean, Basel, more experience, I guess. Coming off a loss off of Kong. See, I knew she lost to Kong. They're both coming off losses. Are they gonna get cut? Um, yeah, she actually might get cut. Souza might get cut here. If she loses this fight. Then Bristol's not gonna get caught because she's attractive. But you know. But I have Bruno Brazil in this fight though, overall. I think she's shit. We're both kind of shit, if I'm being honest. But it doesn't matter because this is my niche. This is my niche. Enjoyer. Nikola Veretennikov versus Nico Price. What do y'all know about Nico Price? Probably a lot. Everyone knows about Nico Price. Nico Price is a niche. I don't know why I said that. Everyone knows about him. But I feel like he's niche. Is he not? Is he niche? Who cares about niche, man? That's kind of cringe. I was making a joke. But um Veretennikov, Price. Price gonna have the experience advantage, of course. Veretennikov coming off of a loss of a Serrano is a big fight, that fight. And then Jacoby Smith. I'm high on Jacoby Smith, bro. Ah, my cat's walking by. I'm high on Jacoby Smith and Sam Patterson. Welterweight division's a big deal right now. Y'all hear about Sam? I should make a thing on that. Fuck it. I know it's announced like a week ago, but I should still do it. With Michael Venom Page and Sam Patterson for that. I'm playing that right now. I'm big on those guys. They're huge. I was Jacoby Smith's debut. I think he's amazing. So I'm not really going to take away from Nico Price on this, honestly. I think right now, I'm not even joking. You put Jacoby Smith in there with a guy like Muhammad or Kamaru. This is my like crazy hot take. Or Kamaru Usman, especially Kamaru Usman, or Bilal Muhammad or Joaquin Buckley. Even though Joaquin Buckley's different than them, they beat him. I mean, no, he beats them. He beats them. Jacoby Smith at least. And then there's Sam Patterson. It's just so much different, you know. But my MVP is only 15 in welterweight, which is cool. But that's not what I'm talking about. That this fight, Nico Price. I think he's gonna win by decision, maybe knockout. But I'll get on Sam Patterson and Jacoby Smith in a different video. So Alex Morono, great guy. Coming off of a lot. These guys are all coming off of losses. I think it's a fight night. But against the UFC tough winner, Donchenko. Um, Teammates with Robert Valentin, another tough guy who's not really doing so great. He get cut. He might have, but Daniil's great. Daniil's Muay Thai's got. I don't know if you guys watched the show, the series. I watched it. Thought it was fun. I like the funny nerd they had in there who was talking shit. That guy was cool. That's what tough is all about. But Daniil's the real deal, man. I also like Lee Beatrice, but Daniil's the real deal. Um, Elbows, Muay Thai. He's gonna have a big advantage on the feet. Alex is gonna try to take him down. I don't think he's gonna land takedowns. I see Daniil by TKO or KO or KO TKO. I think KO will come first in the grammar of that sentence. But it's gonna be that. I think he's gonna knock him out. I think Daniil is a great guy. Welterweight's big, guys. Welterweight in the prospects. Sam Patterson, Daniil Donchenko, Jacoby Smith. What's his face? Never mind. He's a middleweight, so he can go the Cesar Kaev guy, but he's a middleweight. I don't think he's welterweight. You could probably make welterweight though. He's real about it. All right, Justin Jacoby, Julius Walker. Two big guys. Justin Jacoby had a great win in Canada, and then he lost his last fight. Remember that. Julius Walker's coming off a loss, verifying. No, it's coming off a win. I think I checked this. Huh. I don't base it off of that, by the way. I don't know. The vet might pull through here on this one, guys. If I'm being, he's coming off a win. I'm sorry. They're both coming off of wins. I don't know. I think the vet's gonna pull through with this. That's what I wrote down in my mental mind. As we could talk about time of this video, it's kind of last minute, so I was depressed when I'm making videos. But I have Justin. Justin Jacoby. No, Dustin Jacoby winning this fight by UD. I think this hit the decision. It's gonna get boring in my opinion. I mean, maybe it'll be crazy. It's gonna be really crazy anymore. Oh man, I just gotta go to bed. It's only 8:30. That's where I'm at in life right now. I turned 20 in a week. I feel 40, but that's not good. Um, yeah, but next fight, John Matsumoto. I'm not marking this, by the way. I'm not doing timestamps. Yeah, I'm not doing timestamps on this shit. You're watching or not? I'm gonna upload my hard drive. I'm gonna talk at the end of the video, and that's it. And it's uploaded right here, sitting here. I'm not even gonna fucking bother all the other shit. There's no good. The end of Jake's show message is gonna be me talking right now. I think we're gonna be on 7, or 8. Um, John Matsumoto versus Farid Basharat. I'll do timestamps. I changed my mind. I'll, I'll do John Matsumoto. No, 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 no. Farid Basharat. What am I talking about? Why did I say that? I'm tired. Basharat's on a great winning streak. He's gonna kill this guy by knockout. John Matsumoto, one off a loss. Yeah, yeah, 100%. All right. Wait, Justin Jacoby, bro. Okay, I confused Justin Jacoby versus Marc-Andre Barriault. Guys, they're the same fucking person. Fighting on the same card. I'm talking about that with Mike, Miguel, and Marc-Andre. But tell me this right now: Barriault and Justin Jacoby, fucking identical, bro. Stop telling me they're not. No wonder why I was like, oh, we won in Canada. Well, I was thinking about that. Yeah. But no, I'm Miguel. I only lost to Shara. But I think Miguel is sure he's a really good fighter. He trains out of Brazil now with the fighting nerds. Remember that, guys? The fighting nerds? That was so cool because they were all like, what? And they were all like, yeah. Now they're like, oh, boo. Well, John Silva won. Prates is winning. Rufy's in Australia now. He's not a fighter anymore, I don't think. And Kyle Brahalya, where's Kyle at? Yeah, hey, is he got a fight? I think he has a fight booked with Apollo. I could be wrong. Does he have a fight booked? I'll have to triple check that. I'm not sure. Maybe he does. Memory serves me right. I thought he has Apollo. No, because Paulo's moving up. Yeah, Paulo's moving up. The light heavyweight. I don't know if Kyle has a fight. Wow. But no, let's get to this fight. Little yapper over here. I'm yapping my ass off. What happens when you don't make videos? Talk about all the random shit you missed. Miko Oleksiejczuk versus Moncountry Barriault. Miko was a better striker. Miguel's better on the ground. I think he's gonna dominate the fight. He's gonna win by decision. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not. This card's gonna be cool. I don't know. Is he gonna be a banger or not? On paper, it's not gonna be a banger, but you never know. You never know. This is interesting here. He comes in on short notice, right? Um, Jonathan Almeida, number 6, versus Rizvan Kuniev. Who's that? If you don't know, Rizvan is a Contender Series winner. His debut was against Curtis Blades. And now he's fighting Jonathan Almeida, unranked. Jonathan's coming on short notice. Who's this Rizvan Kuniev guy? Well, he's a big prospect. I think he's a little older. From Russia. Um, you know, he's pretty good. But something about Rizvan that I believe the fans should know, in Egyptian MMA, is that he is an avid user of illegal substances, according to the USADA. Now, in my opinion, I don't like that. I think that's not a real fighter. Uh, and you know, I think we'll see what goes on then. But I don't know what the hell. I got a text, sorry, and I was like reading it, and it was like, what the fuck? Um, it's like a weird one. Like I think it was a bot. But yeah, no, I have Funia win this fight. I think what happened with Jonathan was honestly after the Volkov thing. I think they told him if you don't take this fight, And if you don't say this cardish, then we're gonna cut you. Because I think the UFC's really like cutthroat with heavyweight. They did it to Udai, they did it to him, and they'll do it to you. And I think that's the message, is that if you're not crazy fun in heavyweight, we can't cut you. And so I think we're gonna see Kuniev versus Almeida. I think Almeida loses this fight, and I think he gets cut. I think this fight gets really boring. I think Almeida does the same shit because he wants to win the fight. And I think does. I don't know if he gets knocked out in the third or something happens, but I think Rizwan will edge out the second and third, and I think he'll win it. I think they'll cut Almeida. That's my opinion. All right, Amir Albazi, Kochi Horiguchi. Um, Horiguchi coming right back. Albazi, little long time. Last fight was against Morono a while back. He lost it. Horiguchi comes back after all this time, but beats Tagir. Tagir's a great win. Right date now. Amir hasn't been around for a while. I think this is a simple case of Horiguchi win by decision. He's faster, he's cleaner on the feet, he's more fresh, and I think he'll take it home. And Horiguchi's, Amir's not bad. I just think that Horiguchi's better than him, and we haven't really seen much of Amir. I think an injury happened or something of that nature, and that's that. But I'm very excited to see how Horiguchi fights in the UFC, and we're seeing it already with Tagir. I told how Tagir was going to win that fight, but I was wrong. I kind of like Tagir, that's the thing. So maybe it was a little biased. But no, of course, everyone was picking Tagir. I think it was like a minus 1,000 favorite or some shit, or 900. Which was big. I don't think he was that big, but he was big. Um, but no, I have Horiguchi win this type of decision. That's fine. All case closed. Main event. Vinicius Oliveira versus Mario Bautista versus Vinicius Oliveira. I just want to make sure I'm right on what I'm about to say. Yeah. Vinicius undefeated in the UFC. Is he undefeated overall? No. Undefeated in the UFC. Mario Batista's pretty good. No, he lost to Umar, but he did put on a pretty good performance against Umar. It was alright. Mario Batista's a lot better than all the guys Vinicius Oliveira beat by a long mile. I think that I think Mario Batista will win this fight by decision. I'll keep it simple as that. I think he's better in every facet. I think he'll hold him. I mean, maybe not the striking, honestly, but I think he'll just pull the Jose Aldo on. I think he'll keep him against the cage, and it's not gonna be a fun main event, you guys. I'll be honest. Maybe I'm wrong, but I believe Mario Bautista will win this fight. It's a big jump for Vinicius, but it's not really 11-9. I guess Mario doesn't feel like a rank 9 to me. Feels like a rank 6. But I guess he's a rank 9. Curious to think about who the 8 are in front of him. I mean, I know some of them, but But yeah, that's it for today's video. All right, Jake, show me a message. The thing. Let's get right into it. No music today. Um, fucking tired. I had a lot of school shit, classes and all that, like new schools and all that. This fall, it's a big deal. Tired. I'm exhausted. One of these days, I want to lock myself in my room and just sleep. But we'll get there. I'm pushing through. Um, um, some guy at the gym told me I look like I was 30, which is, I guess, is symbol to my status right now. Uh, so I guess I'm 30 now, but I'm not 30. I'm turning 20 in a week. So, but I guess I gotta stop looking 30. I think I should try to I don't know. No, maybe I have a resting bitch face. Huh? Maybe I'm a dickhead. Maybe I just look angry. Alright, I don't think so, but maybe because I guess old people look angry. It's 30 old. I think 30's old, man. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna look back on this and be like, 30's not old, you know? But no, it was cool. Maybe because of the weight I was doing. He said I was doing like a high weight. I didn't think 240 was that high. What? What? I think that's 240. What? Um, I do like 240 on the. Leo, stop crying. Chats. Maybe she's telling me to stop, but I'm not since I'm already into it. I do 240 on the iso lateral hammer strength shoulder press. I only do the frontal plane of motion because I'm not an idiot. And yeah. It's pretty fun. I like it. And he's like, "What? You're like 30?" 'Cause the guy was like old. He said he was on. He's a really nice guy. He said he was like 67, and I try not to laugh because he wasn't gonna get. I was laughing because he said 67. He used to think I was laughing because he said it was old. But so that was really hard for me. It's like with the speed face, you know. But yeah. Uh, but that's it, I guess. I'll probably live stream tomorrow, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. What does that mean? Flip side? I don't know. It means something. I'm gonna Google it after this. And yeah, I'll try to be more consistent with videos. I think people like it. I don't know. I don't get that many comments, but I like doing it. I love looking at myself after and be like, "Wow, Jake, that was so smart." But then I'm like saying, "Oh, you really missed that. You know, you could have done better." But you know, we move on. Life, the world kept turning no matter what I had to do. So I should just keep making videos, and I didn't. I missed two pay-per-views, and you know that's life. And Leo, I'm trying to make the fucking video. Stop crying. What do you want? I'll feed you after this. 2 seconds. All right. Well, goodbye, Jake Sherman, my viewers. I'll see you guys again on the flip side.